Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Minecraft Survival from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having a fantabulous day today, baby. I thought we'd kick things off for this episode on top of a giant Iskalian volcano. Here we are on our favorite Swedish potato side of the island, and I've come for a little bit of a spy mission to get things going today, guys. We got lots of work to do in this episode, but I wanted to take a quick look at what Iskal's been up to since the last time we were here. We are currently in a bit of a build war with Iskal, aren't we? Who can make the best side of ReNDoG Island? And the last time we were here, we saw this amazing volcano, which I think looks really sweet. It's absolutely beautiful. Since then, though, look at this. There's been a whole bunch of weird stuff happening on this side of the island. Loving this plastic fantastic forest action. Pretty awesome, right? These birch trees, 100% better than vanilla birch trees. Am I right, everybody? Look how awesome they are, man. I love this. There is also some very strange things going on over here. I see some giant ender butts all over Iskal's side of the island. I believe that this was a prank done by Exumavoid. Freaking giant endermen everywhere. They're absolutely terrifying, I gotta say, man. They kind of fit the theme quite nicely, though, don't they? I don't know. I think they look kind of jazz-tastic, baby. Also, Mumbo Cactoni has had a little bit of a makeover. He's looking fabulous. That's completely crazy. I think these pranks are a couple of weeks old, but as you guys know, I've been on holiday, man. So let's take a quick look around here. I think there's another cool thing on this side too. Yeah, there's like a little treasure chest island, which I really like. This Enderman is not happy. He is currently inside of the water. There does seem to be something inside of his mouth. Shall we go take a look at this? This is probably where the prank was. Hey, use in emergency. What's in here? Oh, some lava and some flint and steel. Oh, all of these endermen are made out of wool. So Iskal will very easily be able to clear them up, I suppose. But maybe he's decided to keep them because, well, they look kind of awesome, don't they? I love that one hanging off the cloud over there. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, this place is looking pretty awesome, man. I still feel like we've got the upper hand, though. I think the Netherboard is still looking pretty good. Also, Iskal hasn't freaking gotten rid of all the mycelium yet. This makes me angry, Iskal. Our freaking Mooshroom is currently not working 100% efficiently. Even though last episode we got it all hooked up to storage module beta and whatnot, it's not really producing the stakeage that I would like. I spent a little bit of time AFK yesterday to try get some stakeage, but we didn't manage. I only managed to get about half a stack of steak for like 4 hours of AFKing. But yeah, last time we were here, we made this beautiful transport pipe that has put in all of that stakeage into storage module beta. Now today, everybody, today we are going to start a really epic project. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Right here in the Netherboard, we were sorting out our quest board last time, and well, I figured out that this quest over here, build a super furnace facility, is actually what we need to do first before we get to any of the other big projects that we've laid out for ourselves. We're going to be doing Hermitron again in Season 5, as we said last time, and we're also going to be working on a massive elven kingdom over at the Mobalisa. Now, to get that kingdom done, my fine friends, we are going to need a ridiculous amount of chiseled stone bricks and cracked stone bricks, and well, I don't particularly want to spend my time waiting for that jazz to cook in furnaces. So today we are going to start the construction of a mega smelting facility of freaking doom, and it is going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I'm thinking that that the place that we should put this is right over here. We've got a lot of real estate to work with on this side of the Netherboard. We're kind of running out of space around here, aren't we? Especially for big builds. We've sort of pushed everything. We've used all of the space around here. We've got a space over here too. Let's have a quick look at the map, and we can try find a spot. So I was thinking like over here, right? This looks like a nice area for a mega smelting circuit of some kind. I'm thinking like all this area over here we could use. We could potentially go over here too, but I think this building is going to be kind of massive. We could do it over here, actually. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Maybe we should do it over there which is over here, because this is going to be like an industrial building, right? This is going to be producing pollution and whatnot. We want to get it away from all of our sensitive electronic circuitry over there. So maybe this is the perfect location for a giant smelting facility of doom. Yes, this is where we're going to do it, guys. So let me get myself prepared. I'm going to have to get a ridiculous amount of furnice and a whole bunch of redstone stuff. And let's start laying down some foundations for an epic smeltery machine. It's going to be a good day, baby. Get your beverages. The time has once again come, Cyberdogs, for us to get technical up in this business. Are you guys ready for face palmage? I need to lay down some caveats before I place down any redstone today. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yep, that's right, guys. We're going to be trying to do technical jazz with zero knowledge of what we're actually doing. And when I say we, I mean me. I'm going to be trying to set up an auto smelting facility over here where we're going to be able to smelt down items and collect them automatically. Now, I have no idea how to make an auto smelting facility. Never made one before. Never watched any tutorials. However, Exumavoid made me a very awesome auto smelter in Season 4 for my glass factory, and I'm hoping that I can remember exactly what he did there, and I'm going to try and replicate that. So, for the next couple of minutes, guys, please bear with me as we try and get technical up in here. I'm going to take a sip of my delicious beverage so that I can get the brain going. Bit of caffeine to the butt. We should be able to get through this. Now, what are we trying to achieve over here, guys? Well, we want this facility to automatically smelt down anything that we put into it and then collect it in a storage facility, right? Speaking of storage facilities, this might be something that we could get Exumavoid involved in, right? We saw his storage shop in Hermit City last episode. Maybe we can get Exumavoid to come and help us out with some storage. That could be pretty cool. That's going to be second part of this project, though. First thing that we need to do is get this thing up and running, right? Now, the way that we're going to be doing this is as follows. We're going to try and make it as simple as humanly possible, right? So what we want to do is have a couple of inputs over here, okay? Let's just, for example, we make these chests the inputs. This chest, I want to be, let's say, the fuel input, right? So this is where we're going to be sticking in the coal or the blaze rods or whatever to power up our furnaces. And then this chest is where we're going to be sticking whatever we need to be smelted in here. I don't have anything that would actually smelt in here, but let's just say iron ore, or let's just say a smooth stone, right? So that we can get cracked bricks and whatnot. So we want to have an input for fuel, and we want to have an input for a smeltage. And we want to keep it nice and simple. We want to keep it nice and clean. So we're going to come here, we're going to put in what we need to smelt over here. It's going to get smelted, it's going to get stored, and we're just going to put fuel in here whenever we need to put fuel, and that's how it's going to work. So we want to try keep it as clean as possible. Now, we are going to be doing this, of course, using furnice. And I've got a bunch of furnaces in the inventory, so why don't we just start laying them down over here? Now, I've made a little bit of a hopper chain over here, and the idea here, of course, is that these hoppers are going to be collecting whatever the furnaces smelt out of their butts, right? So these hoppers are underneath the furnace, and they're going to be sucking out all of those delicious cracked stone bricks, for example. Let's get a couple of those in. Now, the way that we are going to be supplying resources into these furnaces is very important, right? The way that a furnace receives items is that from the top of it, it can receive things that it needs to smelt. So everything that we want to smelt needs to go into the furnaces from the top of the furnaces. So let's get a couple of hoppers on top of all of these furnaces over here. And then to give a furnace fuel, you need to add some hoppers to the back of the furnaces like this, right? So these hoppers are going to be able to stick fuel into these furnaces over here. So that's kind of simple. Now, the tricky bit is, I suppose, trying to get all of those resources into these furnaces over here, right? That's what we've got to try and do now. And what we're going to do is we're going to use some railing for this action. We're going to be using some mine carts with hoppers in them to deliver all of the, the fuel to smelt and everything that needs to be smelted into the furnaces so that they can be collected by the collection daisy chain underneath. It looks like a complete mess. Let me clean this up, guys, and then we'll pick it up from there. My forehead is pretty red right now, guys. It's taken me about 10 minutes or so to get these rails to do what I want them to, but this is now looking pretty good. Even though this is the sort of temporary design of the place, theoretically, this should be an auto smelter right now. It should do what we want it to. So I'm going to do a bit of testing. Why don't we create a little bit of fuel for ourselves, right? Let's create some charcoal using this tiny version of what is going to be a massive auto smelting facility over here. And let's actually see if this thing works. So let's place down a hopper minecart and stick some oak wood logs in there. Very nice. And as you guys can see, that is starting to send those oak wood logs into the furnaces below, right? So let's just add like a bunch of these over here like this. And we should see that going into this furnace. Yes, so those logs are going into that furnace to be smelted. And of course, what we want to do is get this minecart on its way. So there we go. That one's going to now automatically go round and round, hopefully. Yes, there we go. It should come to the side and carry on going. Nice. Now, what that should be doing is dropping off a log into each of these furnaces over here. Beautiful. That's doing the business. Now we need to do exactly the same thing for the bottom line over here, which is going to be the fuel delivery hopper minecart, right? So let's get that bad boy down and let's just stick a whole bunch of oak wood logs in there and get that guy on his way. And what this should be doing now is delivering logs into the furnaces from all angles, and the furnaces should be cooking. Very nice. And all of that charcoal should now be arriving in this chest eventually. There should be some charcoal there. Okay, there we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so this is a very simple version of the auto smelting facility that we're going to be setting up over here. What we need to do now is get super technical and need to find a way to actually load this minecart over here with fuel. In fact, we'll probably need to load both minecarts with resources, right? We're going to have a chest, for example, where we can fill up the chest with, say, a complete stack's worth of stone bricks so that they can get smelted into cracked stone bricks, something like that, right? And then we just want the system to automatically function in that way. And then, of course, for them to all be stored somewhere. Do your brains ever get overwhelmed by a project in Minecraft when you suddenly realize how complicated it's actually going to be? That's just happened to me, guys. There are so many bits and pieces to our auto smelting facility. I want to take a little bit of a break from this for now to get my brain recalibrated. We'll get back to it at the end of this episode, but I want to try and work on something a little bit simpler while all of that charcoal gets cooked over there. I want to come over here and recalibrate our creeper processing unit. This thing over here is a creeper spawning chamber, and those creepers fall down into a killing platform, and the idea is that we go down to that platform and murder the creepers to get their TNT, or their gunpowder, excuse me, from their buttholes, and that gunpowder gets delivered over to one of our storage facilities. Unfortunately, there's kind of like a flaw in our creeper farm right now, and that flaw is I actually have to go over to the creeper farm to kill the creepers. And that doesn't sound like a bad thing, of course, because we get the XP, and with the looting sword we get more gunpowder out of the creepers. But to be honest with you guys, I want everything in my base to be as automated as possible, right? So I want to try and install a little upgrade to our creeper farm over here that is hopefully going to automate the process. So let's get over here and see if we can actually plug the hole of this thing before any creepers fall down. I don't think I have any weapons with me right now. Yep, no weapons on me right now. Good job, Ren. Let's just sort of break into... No. Oh, no. Okay, things have gone bad. Things have gone wrong. Let's just plug the butthole of the creeper spawner. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Did I pick up that glass? There we go. Let's fix up that water over there. Yep, a creeper just landed, didn't he? On top of there. There he is. Oh, isn't he cute? Okay, so let's see, guys, if we can find a way to actually automate the collection of this gunpowder. Not only that, I want to automate the death of the creepers. I want to get rid of all of this jazz. This factory is actually very volatile. Even though it's a sort of darkroom spawner and you would stand here to kill the creepers, they could actually still track me and sometimes see me. And I've actually blown this whole place up a couple of times farming the creepers, so I'm quite excited to try and automate this thing and to stop that happening. Now, the way that we're going to do this is by using something that we used in the Mooshroom-o-matic. What I want to do first is get rid of all of these hoppers over here. This hopper over here, though, this back one, this is the hopper chain that delivers that gunpowder into storage module Gamma over there, right? So we probably need to keep that one in place, and we also need to figure out where the creepers are going to be falling. They're going to be falling over here, aren't they? Okay, so what we need to do, I haven't actually brought any orange glass with me. Freaking idiot, Ren! By the magic of the interbubs, some glass has appeared. Don't ask any questions, guys. That's why it's called magic, okay? Let's get a little bit of orange glass over over here. Now, what we're going to try and do, guys, is find a way to automatically kill the creepers when they land on this block over here. And what I'm going to try and do is actually squish a block of uranium into a hopper minecart on top of this hopper over here, right? And that is, of course, going to allow for us to automatically kill the creepers that land on top of it. So let's see if we can actually do this. I literally did this yesterday at the Mooshroom, so if I can't do it now, I'm an absolute idiot. We're going to add a hopper over here with a rail on top of it. Then we're going to stick our minecart with a hopper on top of it, like so, right? And the next thing that we need to do is actually push a block of uranium into that hopper minecart. So let's put our piston over there with the uranium above it. Then we need to get rid of that rail like that. And this should theoretically be what we need to do to get this done. Let's just add a block with the button over here. And let's have a look. Boom, baby. Nice. Okay, so the hopper minecart has been pushed into the uranium. Beautiful. Now we can clean all of this jazz up. And I guess what we need to do now is surround this with glass so that the creepers are always on top of this uranium. Now, I don't know if creepers die on top of uranium like other mobs do. We're going to find out. I mean, creepers might be immune to uranium, which will actually be kind of interesting to discover. So I'm going to have to try and do this. How are we going to get out of here without causing too much damage? This could be a little bit of a problem over here. I think I'm probably going to have to unplug the bot hole from the side somewhere, or maybe from on top. Yeah, okay. This is going to be a little bit more complicated than I thought. I don't want to damage that hopper minecart with any water, right? So let's try and get out here like this. Plug all that jazz up again. And I think there was some blocks missing on the other side of it. Is that looking good? Yes, over here. Okay, so let's just sort of bust into the whole system from this side of things. Let's have a look. Yeah, we need to make sure that that is completely sealed in. Okay, there we go. So if we open up this block over here, those creepers should land on top of that uranium over there, and hopefully they will die. So let's get rid of the block, and then this glass block was also blocking it off. Okay, there we go. Now we just have to wait for some creepers to spawn, and we can run some tests over here, see if these creepers actually die. Now we be cooking with food, I guess, Cyberdogs. Oh, baby, this project is coming along a treat, man. I've been working on this all afternoon, and I've expanded the size of our giant automatic furnace smeltery of doom into, well, a monstrosity of hoppers, rail carts, and furnaces. It's looking really, really good. Unfortunately, we haven't got any of the automatic hopper loading automation in yet. We will do that next episode, but I'm very proud of how I have set up this particular design over here. Take a look at this, guys. Making use of space over here in a very efficient way. I have managed to find a way to use a block of redstone to power both rails on both of the different furnace lines over here. This line, of course, is delivering items into the furnaces. This line is delivering coal into the furnaces. And, well, we don't need to have this redstone showing. When we finish off this project, what I want to try and do is make sure that the furnaces are visible from the outside. You know, I want you to be able to see those furnaces cooking on in there, but I don't want to see any of the redstone or any of the rails or anything like that. So this design is actually kind of cool. We're keeping all of the redstone inside of the facility. Now, I want to just make sure that these lines are running, and what I'd like to do is do a little bit more smelting over here. So let's get our mine carts down on the rails, and actually I think I've got some charcoal over here. Perfect. And what I want to do is smelt down all of these logs over here so that we can get a bunch of charcoal for the next episode. Let's get all of the loggages into this minecart like so. We'll just drop off a few of them like that, and let's send this minecart on its way. Actually, we can fill this up completely. You go and deliver those logs into the furnaces. You are going to be taking all of the charcoal we prepared earlier to put into the backs of those furnaces, and yes, there we go. We should see the furnaces firing up. Why is this one not firing up? What is going on over here? Okay, that's a little bit interesting. It doesn't seem to be collecting any... What have I done here? Oh, this one doesn't seem to be getting coal out of its hopper. Let's just make sure that this one has been connected properly. Oh, there we go. That's my mistake over here. Can we actually fix this very quickly? Come on. There we go. No. Oh, geez. Okay, it didn't actually stop the minecart. There we go. Okay, so that one should be cooking now. Let's just make sure all of the furnaces are working. Oh, man. ReNDoG and technical Minecraft, they do not go together, do they? There we go. All of the furnaces are fired up. Very, very nice. I'm loving this. Okay, so next time we are together, we're going to find a way to auto-load these hopper minecarts, and on top of that, we're going to have to set up an area where we will be storing all of the smelted items. And I reckon we get hold of Exumavoid for that, man. He can help us out with some automatic storage. Now, earlier today, I did a rejig, I guess, to the creeper farm. Unfortunately, due to all of the hermits being on the server, there hasn't been any creepers fallen out of here, unfortunately. So I haven't managed to actually see whether or not our new adjustment to the creeper farm will work. The mob cap looks like it's being hit. Let's have a look. Are there any entities in there? 0 entities in there right now. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer and get some creepers to spawn up there. Fortunately, no creeper spawning going on, so I'm not sure if this thing is actually working. Kind of annoying. Hopefully we can get maybe a couple creepers to drop down here. I tell you what, I'm going to just chill here for the next 5 minutes or so, see if we can get a creeper. If not, we'll have to say goodbye, but hopefully we can get a creeper to spawn and see whether this upgrade is actually working. Well, I gotta say, guys, we've actually achieved some pretty awesome technical stuff today, man. It's been a great day of Minecraft, baby. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been freaking awesome for me. I love achieving stuff in this game. Anyway, let's see if we can get some of those green bottles to fall out of here and die on top of the uranium. Hold your fingers, guys. Hopefully it'll work. There it is. The creeper has been spawned and he died on the uranium. That's absolutely amazing. It works, guys. We are now automatically collecting gunpowder and ink, and that's all being stored in storage module Gamma over here. That is fantastic. It actually works, and our furnace facility is actually kind of working too. So all in all, a really good episode for me today, guys. I'm feeling super good right now, man. Well, Cyberdogs, that is just about gonna do it for me on the Hermitcraft server today. Very happy with the bit of technical work that we managed to do. Managed to automate our creeper farm and set up the beginnings of a giant automatic smeltery facility. So all in all, a great day of Minecrafting for the ReNDoG. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, hit that freaking like button like nobody's business, baby. And if you haven't subscribed yet, well, you know what to do, man. Smash that subscribe button so you can keep up with this series and all the other awesome series on my freaking channel. Thanks for watching, guys. ReNDoG signing out from the Hermitcraft server, and we will smell you all in the next freaking episode.